compensation. Okay, shunt compensator. Okay, what kind of shunt compensator? Capacitor. I will consider capacitor as a shunt compensation device. Okay, so now let us put in power system capacitor. Okay, what it will affect. Okay, so there is a generator, okay, which have a generating voltage Bs, then there is a transmission line, then there is a receiving in voltage, okay, and there is a load. Okay. So this is a load, okay, and I am assuming this load is lagging power factor load, okay, and this is Jx is the transmission reactance, okay, and I am assuming power consumed, reactive power consumed by transmission line is 0. Okay, it means how much power we are having at sending in, same as we are getting at receiving it. Okay, so I am assuming this is a generator and its power angle is delta, and this is 0 reference voltage. Okay, so if you are finding what is receiving in voltage, for that I have derived expression, that is Bs minus x q divided by Bs. Here Bs is magnitude, okay, and Br is also magnitude, x is magnitude. This is what sending in power. Okay, so this expression we are having. Okay, what we want, whatever objective, we want to maintain receiving in voltage as a constant. Okay, but since this is a generated voltage, so this is always constant. Synchronous machine voltage is constant. Okay, generated voltage is constant. Okay. Now this is constant, this is constant, so we can only change x or q. Okay, so by this we can changing q. Okay, so in second case, if we are connecting capacitor, okay, here if we are connecting capacitor, then it will provide reactive power QC. Okay, so what is QR? Available QR at receiving it, and you can say QR is what? QS, okay, minus, or we can say this power is required power is QL. Okay, so what is this power? Okay, QL minus QC. Simply apply just like a KCL. Incoming current negative, outgoing current positive. Okay, so this is same as the this power. Okay, so this is, I am assuming it's a magnitude is same as the QS. Okay, so this is same as QS. So if I put here, then what is BR? Mod Bs minus x QL minus QC divided by mod Bs. Okay, if you simplify it, you will get Bs mod Bs minus x QL divided by mod of Bs plus x QC divided by mod of Bs. Okay, this I am getting. So what is QS? QS is nothing but QL minus QC. Okay, these are the magnitudes. Okay, so this is what, from first equation, if you will see, okay, this is what load demand power. Okay, and this is power provided by capacitor. Okay. So in first case, if I am assuming, okay, this is BR1, okay, then this is BR2. Okay. If you subtract this equation to this equation, then what is BR1 minus BR2, or we can say BR2 minus BR1. Okay. Change in voltage. BR1 before capacitor connected, okay, and this is after capacitor connected. After capacitor connection, voltage is BR2. Before capacitor connection, the voltage is BR1. Okay. So what is the change in voltage? Okay. So if you see, this comes to be X QC by mod of Vs. Okay. Right? Since we know Qs, this is not consuming any power. So in ideal case, this Qs is same as QL before capacitor. Okay. So here, if you see here what Qs is what QL. So if you put here, then this is nothing but your BR1. So simply the difference comes to be this. Okay. So this is the compensating term. Okay. This is compensated term. Okay. You can see. So this voltage is rising here. Okay. So what it will do? Shunt capacitor will increase the sending in voltage. Okay. Because it is providing lagging reactive power, and load needs lagging reactive power. So it will helping to maintain the voltage of receiving end voltage. Okay. So this is the first observation. Okay. From here you can find the QC. Okay. And from QC you know B square Y omega C. From here you can find the value of C. Okay. Required value of C to compensate the voltage. Okay. Now second observation, if we have a this is what? This is first observation is that it will improve the voltage at the receiving end. Okay. So another effect also we can observe in transmission line, that is called voltage regulation. Okay. So how it will affect voltage regulation, that we will also see. Okay. So effect on voltage regulation. So if we are connecting shunt capacitor, okay, then it will automatically improve. First effect is it will improve power factor, okay, by increasing voltage. Second is voltage regulation. Okay. So you know the formula of voltage regulation of transmission line. Okay. Voltage regulation formula. So very easy. Voltage regulation is what? Change in voltage at the receiving end. Okay. So Bs sending in minus, if no load voltage is Bs. Okay. And I am writing this expression for short transmission line. Okay. So Bs minus Br, okay, equal to I into R cos phi plus X sin phi. Okay. Where phi is the power factor angle, okay, of the load. Okay. So this is the power factor angle of load, and I am assuming, you can see previously the considered system have resistance 0. Okay. There is no resistance term. So for that system, considered system, Bs minus Br comes to be I X sin phi. Okay. Where phi is load power factor angle. Okay. So this we have seen. Okay. Now if I will take voltage, receiving in voltage as reference phasor, then what is this? This is what Ix sin phi. Okay. So I am assuming lagging power factor now. So load current is lagging. Okay. Means I is lagging this BR YN angle phi. So this is what. So if I take it's a two component, okay, then horizontal component is comes to be I cos phi and vertical components is I sin phi. Okay. But if we are connecting capacitor, okay, then capacitor will inject current which is leading. Okay. So capacitor will inject leading current. That is what I see. Okay. So this is our total current and this is total current in load. Okay. But capacitor is also injecting IC. You can see here. Capacitor will injecting current IC. Okay. And load delivering current I. Okay. So it will inject additional current. So we are adding this current with this current add up with this current. Okay. So this is IC here. So I can write IC here. This is IC. Now what is the modified current? Okay. Now modified current comes to be this one. Okay. This phasor represent after capacitor connection. Okay. So this is the previous current. Now this is the current in second case, I2. Okay. Previous current is I. Now current is I2. Okay. After injecting IC. Okay. So this angle is also reduced. Okay. So let this angle is phi2. Now if you make or break up in two component of this I2, then you are getting this component is I2 sin phi. Okay. So you can see from here, this component I sin phi is bigger as compared to I2 sin phi phasor. Okay. That means this voltage deviation, okay, reduces after connection of the shunt capacitor. Okay. So BS minus BR comes to be I2 X sin phi 2. Okay. So this is going to reduce as compared to this one. Okay. So this is smaller as compared to this one. Okay. That means voltage regulation will improve. Okay. So this is the second effect. Okay. Shunt capacitor will also improve voltage regulation. Okay. So these two effects you have to keep in mind. Okay. And also their explanation. Okay. Now next device is shunt inductor. Okay. When we are using shunt inductor, when there is a rise in voltage in between transmission line. Okay. So next is shunt inductor compensation. Okay. So shunt capacitor used in lagging power factor and shunt inductor compensation used in leading power factor. Leading power factor load. Okay. So initially we have a power system. Okay. Which have a voltage transmission line and there is a load and I am assuming load is leading. Okay. That's why the voltage in transmission line or voltage at receiving end rises. Okay. This is the initial condition before inductor. So I have already derived for this voltage Vs is what? Br, sorry, this voltage Br equal to this expression. Okay, Br equal to Vs minus X Qs divided by mod of Vs. Okay, this is the first case, Vs1. Okay, sorry, Br1. This is what? First case. Before connecting inductor. Now I will connect inductor. So this is a line. Here is a load. Load is leading. Okay. There is a voltage. Here is Vs voltage, Jx. Again, I am assuming the power consumed by transmission line is 0. Okay. Now, to maintain this voltage constant, we have to connect inductor. Okay. And you know, inductor need, this is inductor. Inductor required reactive power. Okay. The load is leading, so it can deliver QL, but it needs QL. Okay. This is Q load. And this inductor required Q inductor. Because you know, inductor consume lagging reactive power. Okay. So if you apply here power balance or reactive power balance equation, then what you are getting? What is QS? Magnitude of QS you are assuming is same as Q line, okay, which is same as QR. Okay. So what is QR? QR is what? Q inductor. Okay. Q inductor is because it is incoming, this is consuming, this is delivering. Okay. So inductor is positive and load is negative. Because it is incoming current at this node, it is outgoing. So incoming is negative, outgoing is positive. That's why this is positive, this is negative. Put here and find BR2. If you put here and if you are finding BR2, then what is BR2? Is visible? Okay. So this is what? Vs minus X into, what is this Qs? Qs is what? Q inductor minus Q load divided by mod of Vs. Okay. So this is equation number 2. This is equation number 1. Subtract 2 minus 1. Okay. Then you are getting one beautiful difference. Okay. And that is XQ inductor divided by Vs. Okay. After subtracting Br2 minus Br1, okay, you are getting X inductor divided by Q inductor divided by Bs. Okay. So this you are getting. Okay. In next class, we will see the effect. Okay, how it will affect power factor and voltage regulation. Okay. So I think, thank you. Have you any question? Then please ask. Okay.